Welcome to Local Legends, a series where we have a discussion with everyday heroes from around the way. I'm Danny Ray.
And I'm U.S. Army combat veteran Pedro Muriel. And today we have Jeff and Nancy from Rebuilding Warriors. And they're going to tell us a little bit about why this beautiful dog Zoe is here today.
Zoe is my service dog. I was diagnosed at 100% PTSD through the VA prior to me being discharged, or actually for my retirement. So we got into this organization, Rebuilding Warriors. It's a national 501c3, and we provide service dogs to veterans, men and women, all branches, all eras. And about 4 years ago, we started including first responders because they have the same issues as the rest of us.
Can you recall a time when you knew for certain that the Rebuilding Warriors mission was life-changing for a veteran in need?
There is one specific time that I remember. We had this phone call, me and Jeff Anderson, and he told me that this specific recipient was sitting on his couch with a gun in his mouth.
Wow.
And he could do nothing but look at the dog, and ultimately he ended up putting the gun down and said, "I can't do it to the dog."
Right.
So that's the impact that they have. And it's probably the most rewarding thing that I can see out of this.
That is awesome.
When somebody tells you that you saved their life, you know, I don't know what better gift there is.
I agree.
And families are living again together. Someone who felt isolated now doesn't isolate themselves as much. Takes time. We had one moment where we had someone who got a dog, and his wife called in tears, and we were all very upset. We didn't know what was wrong.
Right.
But he actually went out school shopping with his kids, which was the first time he had done that in a very long time.
Wow.
So it was a very celebrated moment for all of us, because we realized what we're doing is really saving a life and saving families.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So what advice would you or could you give a veteran who's looking for one, or the people who already have a service dog?
One of the biggest things is they need to think about their need.
Right.
If they are actually going to the VA to get the assistance that they need to try to live a new normal of a life, then that would be somebody that we would like to talk to. But if they aren't doing anything to help themselves, it really kind of defeats the purpose,
right,
because we're not going to end up giving them a service dog and then have to worry about the dog.
Right.
So we won't put a dog in harm's way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We have to make sure that and these are, you know, a lot of people will call and say, "Oh, I know so-and-so who wants a service dog," and we're talking about need. We're
Right.
talking about the need to have this life companion that's going to now change your life, and it takes a bond of working together. It's a commitment, because now you're going to get up every day. You're going to have this partner in life.
Right.
So now you're going to have to work harder to make this marriage work.
Right.
And that's what it is. I mean,
You have to do your part as well.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you have to be in it. We're in it with you, and we want to help. And it's very important that we feel that we all are in this together, because it is a relationship that we have.
And one of the other things that we tell people, like we try to do live Facebook events when we actually present the dog. And one of the last things that I say to them is, "Welcome to the Rebuilding Warrior family." It is massive.
Wow.
Because they're not alone, and we don't want to leave anyone behind. We want to make sure that if somebody is asking for help, that we respond and we engage with families. We have we just all get along, and it doesn't matter where we are. We're across the United States.
That's awesome. That's unbelievable.
So this is not a franchise. This is not we are a small group of people that are doing big things, and we are thankful for the trainers and the people that are in our family and the other recipients that gain a new family with each other.
Amazing. Amazing.
Wow. So that being said, where can donations be sent to help to contribute to Rebuilding Warriors? I know you guys mentioned you have a Facebook page. Is there also a website?
Many ways of sending in a donation. You could actually go to our website, rebuildingwarriors.com. You can go to our Facebook page. There's typically a donate button. Checks can be mailed to my home address, 25 William Street in Fords, and or to Madisonville, Texas.
Awesome.
Wow. So lastly, we usually ask this at the end of every show. What kind of legacy do you hope to leave behind with the Rebuilding Warriors mission?
Just knowing that we do the right thing.
Absolutely.
For the right people, and we make a difference in everybody that we do provide service dogs to.
For us to know that we have had families that have come back together and have a quality of life, and that going forward, people will always remember the work that's been done, because so many people, veterans and veteran families, really sacrifice their lives unconditionally. So to be able to save lives and save families is probably the best feeling in the whole world.
We really appreciate what you guys do. We really do.
We thank you for being here, but we also have some special guests that
Yes.
are just around the corner. Let's go and check out
Absolutely.
who's here joining
I can't
us.
wait.
Great.
I know that we have some amazing families, some vet families here. Hi guys, how are you?
What's going on, guys?
Thank
Who do we
you so
have
much
here?
for joining us. So we have Shell here, who is here with her 2 children and their dog Onyx. Onyx is a little camera shy, but he's doing great. We thank you so much for being here. And on this side, Pedro.
We have George and Kim and their dog Flash.
Yeah.
Hi, Flash.
These are just an example of veteran families that we have in Rebuilding Warriors. George and Kim are part of our family. Shal and her family, and Onyx. All these are our families. This is an example of 120 families so far that we've changed the lives of. We met George and Kim a couple years ago when we got together, when George was being presented with Flash. We were in their home with their families and their kids, and it's really important to us to see so much, and we stay connected throughout all these years.
So before we get out of here, I want to let Jeff introduce some of the people that are here with their service dogs.
So right here to my right is George and Kim, and they have their service dog Flash. They received the dog a few years back. And George, how has Flash helped you in the last few years?
Well, I've had Flash about 5 years now coming up. He's helped me get out, helped me interact with people that I probably want to interact with, and he's just helped me with some of my PTSD issues, and he's just a great dog overall.
And then over to their right is Shal with K9 Onyx.
Hi, I'm Shal. This is Onyx. We'd like to thank Rebuilding Warriors for bringing us together. And Onyx has impacted my life, even though I've only had him for a short while, in so many ways, that I'm engaging in opportunities that were set before for me, but I wasn't able to do without him. As far as one of those activities, it's also returning back to school for my master's. So yay, Onyx, and thank you, Rebuilding Warriors.
Awesome. Thank you guys once again for coming and spending some time and giving us vital information on helping veterans. And thank you guys for being here as well and bringing your pets along with you guys.
And for your service and their service.
Absolutely. Thank you guys very much. So for Local Legends, I'm Pedro.
I'm Danny Ray.
And we'll see you guys next time.
'Cause only the strong survive. Coming alive. We on the rise. Putting it all on the line. 'Cause only the strong survive. 'Cause only the strong survive. Raise up. Coming alive. We on the rise. Putting it all on the line. Only the strong survive.